I went into this blind, right? I like to go into all these videos blind. But this is Mom Starves Teen Son Then Blames a Rare Disease. But hi YouTube, if you are seeing, welcome to Reaction Wednesday, or if this is on YouTube, Reaction Video Thursday. Like I said last time, if you can't tell, I've had my coffee today. I'm also trying to get better at like yapping with y'all and saying random things. So if you liked the video, you know, like, comment, subscribe, go check out the original poster. It is right there. It's Law and Crime Body Cam. I'll also post a link down below. But let's get into it. Woo!
It's New Year's Day at an apartment complex in Daytona Beach, Florida, where police are called over.
Side note, sorry. Why is it always Florida? Like, as somebody who is from the South and has people who live in Florida, and I know that, why is the crazy things always happen in Florida? Is it the heat, y'all? Is it something in y'all's water? Like, yeah, Florida needs to calm down. I'm sorry.
For an unresponsive teen who was reportedly found severely emaciated.
Probably second stairwell. What's going on? Are you the mother?
Police identify the woman seen here as 43-year-old Talia Nelson, the teen's mother.
Okay, how do y'all think this is gonna go? I just want to ask, you know, where you think this is gonna go? Because she does seem distressed. I feel like this is one of those situations, and I could be wrong, I'm just kind of speculating before we watch the whole video, where this woman allegedly, right, allegedly, abused her child, and then when, like, something goes wrong, all of a sudden she has no idea what happened, and she's sad about it, and it was one of those, I didn't think anything would happen until it was too late. Sorry, I'll let the actual video play. I just wanted to add that in there. My little speculation of what's going to happen. And then because she doesn't want to be caught, she's going to like try and find excuses and ways out of it and things, people and other stuff to blame on it. Because a lot of times when people do things like this, they don't want to take, take action. Don't want to be head forward, you know? They don't want to accept that it was their actions that caused the situation. So that's how I theorize this video is going to go.
So 5 hours ago you saw him for lunch, for a late lunch. Since then you haven't seen him since.
I've seen him,
But I mean,
he was fine.
oh, even since then?
Yeah,
So
he
less
was
than 5
fine.
hours
So
then.
this happened about 2 hours.
Okay.
Inside the ambulance, medics and officers take note of the 14-year-old's alarming condition.
How old? How old?
They said 14. Mom said 14.
14? 14 what? 14 months or 14?
She said 15 years old.
She's 14 years.
Okay, hold on. I shouldn't laugh. I laugh when I don't know how to respond in uncomfortable situations. But I know they can't show us the child because she's a minor. But that child must have been severely skinny and starved for that officer to go 14 months or 14 years? Or 14 days? How... I know they're going to get into it, but how bad was this child neglected for them to go 14 weeks or 14 years? Because clearly, even knowing they can't show her because she's a minor, this is a problem. Don't starve your children, y'all. Humans need to eat. And disclaimer, because I've worked with the public for some reason, a lot of adults like to pretend children aren't people or they don't count as people or human beings. A child, a teenager, whoever, is still a living human being and they still count as a person. So treat them as such.
Yep, we got it. We're just working them right now?
Yeah, she looks like she's like 6, not 14.
I'm allowed to go to the hospital.
What happened before we got to this point?
He was fine. He has a rare bone disease.
Is anyone else at the apartment?
I'm not sure. I just got here. No, it's just me.
It's just you.
Okay.
Me and my.
You just go see.
How did you come to find him?
When I went, they were taking us dinner,
Okay.
and he was laying there.
How long had it been since you saw him up and moving and
About
talking?
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
Yeah, he has a rare bone disease. He's short in stature, and he has
Okay. No other health issues other than the bone
food
disorder?
allergies.
Food allergies?
Oldest son. It's just us.
Did he eat anything that he's not supposed to? Anything he's allergic to?
As far as his allergicness, it just hurts his stomach a little bit.
Nothing that he has like anaphylactic shock or anything over? Okay.
No.
All right. What was he doing when you saw him 2 hours ago?
He was up, just chilling.
Like watching TV or yeah?
Just chilling.
Okay. He wasn't acting funny or anything like that?
No, he said he just started about a day ago saying his leg hurt, so I was going to make him an appointment with his doctor, but other than that, no.
What's the bone disorder? Is it osteogenesis imperfecta?
They never gave me a name.
Okay.
They just said it's a rare bone disease.
Okay.
Has this ever happened before?
No.
Is this mom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very small because of the
Rare bone.
bone disorder. He looked like, in the ambulance, he looked like he was 6. But
Okay.
he's what, 14?
14. Okay.
He's short in stature. That his disability is all he's short in stature.
Okay.
And the bone disease is on there.
Does he, the bone disorder, does it like result in frequent breaks and stuff, or it just, his bones don't grow the way they're supposed
Yeah,
to?
they're not grow the way they're supposed to, and he does self-induced vomiting.
Okay.
So it's like he's not holding his food down.
Okay.
So it's just like I give him a lot of protein stuff, vitamins, and stuff like that.
Just to try and supplement it.
Nothing's working.
How long have y'all lived here?
About 3 years now.
Okay. Any medical concerns in the past, or is this a first time
No,
thing?
well, when we first found out about the rare bone disorder, he was going to a lot of doctors in Orlando and stuff like that, but his pediatrician said he's healthy, he was fine, that I could stop taking him because it was a lot on him. Because he was getting tested and bent this way and bent that way and stuff like that. His pediatrician said that he was fine and healthy, so I could stop taking him to the specialist.
Okay.
Talia rattles off a laundry list of ailments she says the teen boy suffered from, but investigators would later learn that she allegedly had not taken the 14-year-old to a doctor since 2020, according to the state attorney's office.
And when you found him, where was he?
Sorry, I was waiting for this mom to stop talking about the doctor stuff. Sorry, I gotta gather my thoughts. My brain works like a figure 8, if you haven't figured out already, and I've had a coffee, so I'm a lot more energized. First off, things where this mom is tripping up in her story. You don't know the disorder. Ma'am, the doctors would have gave you a name. Whether, like they said, osteoporosis, dwarfism, anything, they would have gave you a name for this bone disorder. Whether it be like a calcium deficiency, there would have been a name. So there's already a hole in their story there too. I do want to apologize for saying she earlier in the video. I thought one of the officers or EMTs referred to the boy as she, so I got a little confused. I might have just misheard. But what do you mean they didn't give you a name for this disorder and you stopped taking them? No. And even if you have a disorder like that, your body's still going to develop. I have a family member, without doxing too much and HIPAA law, who does have a bone disorder. They were born with it. Your body still develops physically the way it needs to when it comes to puberty and things, unless, again, you're malnourished. This mom has literally, she's had to have been doing this for years. There's no way she hasn't, and now she's coming up with an excuse for it. And she's not even good at her excuse, because her excuse is, well, the doctor never gave me a name for the disorder, so I don't really know what it is. And they never labeled it either. They just told me he had one. No, girl, that's not how that works. If they're actively trying to figure out what it is, they're not going to label it till they know. But they're not going to go, they have a bone disorder, we don't know which one. It could be overlapping disorders, it can be multiple, but it's not just going to be, oh, we don't know. And she probably stopped taking them to the doctor because the doctor can tell if you're getting the nutrients you need because they do blood work and DNA testing and everything else. I can't stand people who harm or abuse children, and now she's trying to blame it on a disorder when she can't even come up with a name for it. The doctors would have told you something more than it's just a bone disorder. They would have gave you more information.
I'm sorry?
He was laying on the floor, in his room on the floor.
On the floor in his room?
Yeah.
Where had he been prior to that? When you saw him normal?
In the living room. He was
He was
fine.
just hanging out in
Watching
the living
TV,
room?
yeah.
Okay.
Does he go to school?
No, he's on online. He does into online school.
Okay. Okay. So what's his learning ability like?
He's
Is he high school?
No.
No.
He's still in middle school.
Middle school. What grade would be he?
He's
would
in
he?
seventh.
Seventh?
Yeah.
Okay. And no food allergies?
Yeah.
And
Peanut, wheat, soy, milk.
And do we have any of that in the house?
Wait. I'm so sorry. Is this woman about to blame his allergies on his problem and why he's not grown? Because if you don't know, there was a huge thing. I don't know about other countries, but in the US, they tried to say that like milk and soy and stuff would help you grow. And then later they said soy actually like delays development in males. That's not true. That's all like hypothetical and has been proven wrong. Is this woman about to take old, like, I don't want to use the word propaganda because that's a buzzword, but propaganda they used to sell more like milk and soy and stuff back in the day to try to blame her child for being this way? If she does that, I can't. And what do you mean 14 still in middle school? Was he held back in her school late? He should be in high school, should he not? Like, I haven't been to school in a while, but I'm pretty sure like 14, 15, your second year of high school, while your first year is like 12, 13, right?
I mean, no. I mean, I eat it, but not.
I mean, is there a concern that maybe this is an allergic reaction?
No.
No. I
I'm
know.
not sure
I know.
what-
Officer Martin had already spoken
no
to you.
allergic reaction. No.
Okay.
As far as I could think of, unless he got into something and ate it himself. But
What made you go to the bedroom?
I was taking him his dinner.
You were taking him what?
His dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes he likes to eat.
Okay.
Officials said the teen weighed just 33 pounds, had fresh bruises on his face, linear scars across his back, legs, and torso, and sores in various places, suggesting long-term abuse and neglect. He was pronounced dead at a hospital a short time later. A medical examiner said Talia's son was severely malnourished and dehydrated.
This should be happening.
Yeah.
And she's not like. He's got. There's nothing that would.
Watch him. You know?
Right.
And he doesn't like that. He complains and puff and puff, you know.
Okay.
That's why I went right. So I was gonna circle around.
So for right now, until we find out his condition at the hospital, we do have to secure your apartment just to make sure that nothing's tampered with, moved, anything like that, okay? And basically that's, with situations like that, we just have to do so just in case it turns out to be something that it's not, okay? It's not.
Investigators later entered Talia's apartment. And note disturbing conditions, including a strong odor of urine and feces in the teen's room.
I mean, I'll talk to you later.
Y'all, she indirectly, without realizing it, sorry, I'm actually like kind of sick to my stomach right now, but she indirectly admitted without realizing it that she hasn't moved that child out of that room for ages. Like, is he homeschooled? Are there school records? When's the last time this child has left that room? Because one, he shouldn't have sores like that unless he hasn't moved. If you don't know, if you don't move, you get with, I forget the official term for it, but they're like bed sores, pretty much. If you leave somebody like sitting on a chair, a couch, a bed, or anything for too long, their body develops sores from not moving. And also, she wasn't taking him to the bathroom. She wasn't doing anything like that. And they'll be like, oh, well, I found him in his room because I was taking his food to his room. So you haven't even let this kid leave his room? Lock her up. Lock her up if that's what she's doing. No. As somebody who has experienced very similar circumstances in life, lock her up, get her away.
So she's wanting to go to the hospital, but I mean, obviously we have to secure the apartment until we get condition update.
Yeah.
We could if we need to just keep an eye on Mom, she could go to the hospital.
Yeah,
We could send
and that's-
62 to follow her just to make sure
Yeah.
she doesn't disappear.
And I'm thinking,
With her gone. Alright, so ma'am, if you want to go to the hospital, you can. They're at Halifax. Alright. I'm sorry.
Does anybody know if he's responsive?
Not yet. They just the ambulance just got there and they're still working on him, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
but if you want to go ahead and go to the hospital and then
One officer escorts Talia to a hospital where we'll catch up with her later. Now, officers get a chance to talk about the situation.
this kid, I'll tell you, in that ambulance, looked like he was 6. Good. He was extremely small, very skinny, like basically a skeleton. Stand by, 1 second. Looked like maybe even, and she's saying basically he's bulimic, I guess.
yeah, she said self-induced bulimic.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it's. I watch too much TV.
First 48.
You know, like they.
Like the,
Is he living in a cage and she's not feeding him? You know, like is it?
What would you say he looked like?
This kid looked like he was a 6-year-old that hadn't eaten in a month, laying in that stretcher, and his skin and bones. So,
I mean, I just don't think it's medical, and we're just gonna.
Yeah, no.
I know I've never been in CID,
Just
but
I think just because of the conditions of the kid and everything.
yeah.
I think, yeah.
So on the sergeant level, are you thinking like neglect at this point?
That's in my mind. It's
Potentially.
yeah. That would be my concern.
Who was
But
the other like?
That was her other son, I
so
guess.
that's it. So
Next, investigators speak to 2 family members who say they were both staying in the apartment at the time. Let's see what they have to say.
Then I get off her work. I come home, play the game, watch TV, take a shower. She's cooking food for the new year. He's out in the front room watching TV. Then he goes back in the room for like another 2 hours, I guess. Then she went to go give him his food. Then I guess that was it for there.
when's the last time you saw? Who's your brother, right?
No.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw
When I
him?
got off.
Okay. So a couple hours before, something like that.
So-
Okay. Well, what?
Can he walk and everything, or do you guys have to carry him around?
So yeah, the bone disease was taking over his legs.
Right.
So we had to start it.
So you have to move him.
When did y'all know about the bone disease? Like since he was born, we known about it. Do you
I
think?
guess so. I think so. Yeah.
Like how long have you had to help your brother around?
It was like it started like a couple months ago. Like his legs started getting weak, so we started helping him out, pushing him around, but we still tried to motivate him to say because he still could have walked, but he just got lazy and just stopped trying it all.
Your mom said something about he makes himself throw up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him do that?
Yes, it's a habit to him because we don't know where he gets it from. He just every time he eats, he throws it up like he just.
He's never made any comments about like, oh, I'm too fat or anything like that. Because that's usually like an eating disorder kind of thing.
He does every time. If it's something like he likes to eat, and if it's gone, he's gonna keep throwing it up to since.
Yeah.
What does he like to eat?
Everything. He tries to eat stuff he can't eat, but my mom doesn't let him, so he gets angry and like that. But
What were those things that like he?
I mentioned this before. There's one thing I can't stand. It's people not sticking to their stories. Am I not sticking to their stories? I mean, being bad at it. Because listen, again, I'm not saying commit a crime, but it's the unintelligence in these people, and I get like pressure, think straight. But if you're gonna commit a crime, have your backstory straight and know what you're doing. This here, first off, he could walk, he just got lazy. First off, that's not how a chronic disease or a chronic illness works. The body sometimes just gives out. And then him, like, he wouldn't say he was fat, like, he won't eat food he doesn't like, but if he eats something he doesn't like, he'll throw it up, but if he likes it, he'll eat it, and he has no issue. And then the cop, well, what does he like to eat then? Oh, everything. There's not a food he doesn't dislike. Bro, which is it? Does he like a food? Like, is he picky or is he not picky? Stick to the story. First off, you're telling on yourself here. And then, he was in the room watching TV. Like, watching TV on his own until he went back to his room. But then you mentioned y'all have to carry him places because his legs don't work. So again, was he out of the room? Was he not out of the room? Let's be honest. Allegedly, these people never let this child out of the room to begin with. As they mentioned, I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog in the background, but as they mentioned, the child has never left that room, from what the police officer said, because he had sores all over his body, and it was filled with feces and urine. So you were neglecting him in general. I can't stand people. The way he has switched up 2 different things in the story, from the child was watching TV to he went to his room on his own, to all of a sudden, like, he could walk, he just refuses to, well, actually, no, his legs came out, so he can't walk, and we have to carry him everywhere. And then he only throws up food he doesn't like, but if he likes it, he doesn't throw it up. And then the officers, oh, well, like, what food does he not like then? Oh, there's nothing, he's not picky, he'll eat everything, he likes all food. I can't stand a criminal, and I can't stand a criminal that's bad at lying. Like, thanks for helping us catch your story, but at least keep something straight. And then him, well, actually, I don't know much about him because I don't see him very much. But I carry him around the house everywhere. It's just the not stinking to it that really bothers me in this. And also the way they're going back and forth. And clearly, him and the mother had a story they tried to come together with, and they couldn't stick to it because now they're under pressure and they're worried about being caught. And just the way they neglected this child is even worse. And the mother said, they started to cut it off, but you could hear what she said, that he's autistic. Maybe he was, needed extra help than somebody who doesn't need as much help. And I really hope this wasn't a situation, because it's so sad, to where the child just needed more help with his autism, to where he ended up getting severely neglected because they just couldn't do it. This case hits a little close to home, and it's bothering me so much. Again, I'm not gonna, try the trauma dump on y'all, but being, forced to be locked in a room and not fed and stuff, just a little close to home. And anybody who abuses children like that, in my book, just, no. And, the mom being sad, I can't tell if the mom is sad because, she genuinely has this whole weird thing, because some people do this, to where, she abuses the child, but she still doesn't want to see the child dead because she has some weird, own version and fixation of love for this child. Or if it's a whole, I got caught and I'm sad because I'm going to get caught and I know I'm going to go to jail, and I really hope not. And I feel like it's more of a, I'm sad because I messed up to the point I know it's going to come back on me, and I just feel like she doesn't really care about the child, and that's where this is going.
Likes to eat, but is it junk food or?
It's like any food, rice, chips.
She won't let him eat those things.
She lets it eat. That's the thing.
What's the stuff she doesn't let him eat?
He doesn't let him drink milk, pies, chocolate.
That's the stuff he's allergic to?
Yeah, chocolate is the main thing.
Yeah, okay. It's the same exact story that Mom gave, to a T.
I didn't hear Mom's story.
Almost exactly to a T. About a bone disorder, doesn't, the self-induced vomiting. It's almost the exact same story. If he's not eating, then the bones are gonna be messed up. Do you know if, can he walk on his own?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Have you seen him walk on his own?
When he was younger.
Huh?
When he was younger.
When he was younger, but not recently?
No.
Does he eat a lot?
When I'm there, he do. When we cook meals, he eat the meals, but he's lactose intolerant, so can't eat milk. But I think they recently started giving it to him anyway, because he wasn't gaining weight and stuff like that.
Okay.
Back at the hospital, other family members have gathered around Talia in a waiting area.
So you're going to have to come to the hospital, okay?
I'm gonna put what? No, really? Listen, we don't need this really?
That's not true. That milk actually helps your bones. That is total just false information that was put back in the day that tried to sell more milk. But does the family know about this, and they've been letting it happen because that happens too often in abuse scenarios as well? And because that family member telling the other ones, we don't need that energy right now. So what, you know it's been happening and you don't want to let them criticize the mom for what she's done? Because no, what she's done has been okay, allegedly, sorry. What she's allegedly done has been horrible, neglected that child, not let him do anything, and it's her fault. There is no defending this. I'm sorry. There is no, we don't need that energy right now. No, you know what? That's exactly the energy she needs. She needs to know exactly what she's done, who she is, and it needs to be told. Okay? I'm sorry.
Can you go talk with our victim's advocate real quick? I just want to talk with her.
All right.
And then I'm gonna come talk to you.
You don't got to worry about it. All right, later. I gotta go. They talking to me.
Miss Smith.
Right around the corner.
Miss Smith. So.
Nelson.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Miss Nelson. So normally what we do, you know, in something like this, what we want to do is go and take photographs of the apartment and make sure everything is okay. Would you give us consent to go in and just photograph your apartment? And we're not going to take anything out of it. We just want to go in, take photographs. Are you good with that? Okay, so what this officer is going to do is I know you're shaking your head yes that you agree, but you'll just have to
sign something.
Yeah, I'll have to get you a form real quick.
And then I'll talk to your sister, and we're still waiting for the.
While Talia does paperwork, an investigator pulls one family member aside.
The thing is, we're looking at this young man who was 14 years old, and you said you hadn't seen him in 10 years. He looks like he might be 6 years old. He is very much malnourished. He probably weighs 40 pounds. Probably. He looks like he has not walked in a very long time. And I say that based off of what I've been employed here for 16 years, and I can tell you I've never seen a child in the manner this child is at his age. But in the manner this young man is, it looks heavily upon neglect.
So, I don't know everything. When I speak with her and ask about my nephew, so he's fine, he's small. She told me he was diagnosed with a rare bone disease. She feeds him. I won't say how soon she feeds him because my sister before said she likes to eat. So they eat, so I'm told. He grows up a lot. So I don't know, from what I understand from when he was in school, he would do things like sometimes eat off of other people's tray, I'm not sure. So she took him out of school. How
long ago was that?
I want to say since COVID started.
So before COVID?
Mm-hmm, since COVID,
Okay.
That she took him.
You heard that right. The victim's relative says the teen was taken out of school after eating off of other students' lunch trays. Furthermore, Talia told police earlier that her son was switched to virtual school, but during a search of the home, detectives found school-issued laptops that, quote, appeared unused, according to a police report.
And she could be a person who just really doesn't keep records of everything, maybe not thinking that it's that important because not thinking that, his health at this point was that serious.
Yeah, because she was thinking like, okay, well they told me he's malnourished, so I just got to give him insurance. We keep blowing it up.
Yep.
And, so I don't, as far as, to my knowledge, unless she never told me, he's never been in the hospital.
But even if he went to the health department, that's great because somebody saw him.
Yeah, exactly. But
what did they document?
Yeah, he's never been admitted to the hospital. He's never been to the emergency room as far as I know. for any issues like that.
Okay.
The next day, in a phone call with an investigator, Talia allegedly said she had not brought her son to his primary care physician since 2019 and admitted she, quote, dropped the ball. Over a month later, the case was ruled a homicide after an autopsy, and an arrest warrant was issued for Talia, who was quickly located at her place of work.
This, okay, nope, 100%. This was on purpose. You know, this is just a little PSA for anybody. If you know somebody, right, who is having problems eating or any of that, and they're not keeping themselves nourished, or, you know, you're a parent, you have a kid, I don't know your situation, I don't know who I'm speaking to and who else is going to watch this, take them to the hospital, you know, get them help, because if you don't, this is what happens. I know it sucks, I know it's hard, I know nobody likes it. From personal experience, take them to the hospital. Don't let it get this far, because this is always the end goal. If you don't get them help, just get help. That's my point. That's my point. Go get help, get it documented, go to the hospital, do something. Do something, because this is what happens. This is what happens. I'm a big back because I saw them. I'm sorry, totally uncalled for in this video, but I know I'm a big back because I saw them walk in, and before I even saw the Burger King logo, I saw the way that, like, the door to the back of the place was established, like the store right here. As soon as they walked through that front door and I saw that it was, like, here behind the register, I went, oh, that's a Burger King. Sorry, some lightheartedness in, like, the whole grand scheme of things, but I am so embarrassed.
Do I need to contact General Manager or something? Or are you guys thinking? We're good.
We're gonna talk to her over here.
Okay.
Do you have any property or anything with you?
Yeah.
Can you go grab that?
Yes, sir. Oh,
Sorry. Where is she going?
Around to the back.
You know, somebody texted or called and told somebody exactly what was happening in the second this happened. If you've ever worked in a fast food environment, you know one of the other employees was like, oh, let me get out my phone. Let me call, let me text somebody. Also, the whole, should we get a hold of the general manager? Yes. As far as I'm concerned, the manager always wants to be involved and know what's going on with their employees. So even if the manager's like, hey, don't call me on my day off, maybe at least call and be like, hey, heads up, so-and-so isn't going to be in work. They low-key kind of just got arrested. Also, we kind of need some help. We're busy.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Okay, let's go right outside here. Put your hands down. Alright, we're gonna go over these cars over here.
So you guys are detaining her?
Yeah,
She's going to jail.
She's going to jail.
Yep, she's got a warrant.
I will tell you in just a second. I'm going to read you your rights. Just because if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to, because anything you say can be used against you. So,
Talia is read her Miranda rights before further questioning.
these rights of mine, are you willing to talk? Okay, so
Is that okay?
no, she's not talking to anybody right now, but you can tell them that she's going to the Volusia County Branch Jail.
This is my mother. They're arrested her.
Thank you.
Can one of y'all talk to her mom?
No.
No.
She'll be at Volusia County Branch Jail.
They just said that she'll be at the
Hi, this is Sergeant Bernardi. How are you?
Is that in the system out there?
The warrant? I don't know. You want to go to teletype and call her?
Yeah.
Put her in?
She's already ran in the call.
Not yet. But she's ran it. I linked the original, so you'll be able to just pull that off.
I had a warrant. You have.
Okay, two things. First off, yeah, if you have a warrant, they don't always have to notify you depending on the state or the situation. Usually, at least in my experience, they'll try to notify you. Not always. They don't really have to. But also, again, sorry, I'm trying to focus on like some lighthearted things because this video is a little like, wow. Okay. But the Burger King employee in the background, it's like, God, really? You gotta arrest her in the middle of the shift? Like, really? Come on. I feel that. If you've ever worked in a fast food environment, it is kind of one of those like, you couldn't wait till she got off. Please. So I don't have to be short-handed. Like, I get it. I really do. Because, like, one time I was working at a Dunkin'. I mentioned before, I've worked at a Dunkin'. I've worked in plenty of coffee shops. That's the only, like, fast food environment coffee shop I worked in. And, like, we had a guy straight up in the middle of his shift. They were like, you're fired, you have to go. And I was like, really? Really? You couldn't have waited until, like, after he was finished doing the preparation for the day? Like, I'm not saying you have to let him work his whole shift, but you couldn't have waited till we did not need him here. Because now I'm short-handed, and we're going to have to do all the preparation, plus handle all our customers. And I worked at a pretty busy one as well.
A warrant, yes. For your arrest.
For what?
We'll explain that in a minute. You don't have any idea?
No.
No?
Can I please smoke a cigarette?
No.
Can I hit a vape?
Do you have anything in your pockets?
Oh, yeah, my cigarettes, my phone, my money.
Talia is searched and seated in a patrol car before one official lets her in on what exactly is going on here.
You have a warrant for your arrest, charging you with charging you with the death of your son. The medical examiner concluded her investigation and ruled his cause of death complications of neglected abuse. She ruled it a homicide.
What did I tell you? That was not, I'm sad my son died. That was I'm sad I got caught and figured out, look. God, I can't stand people like this. Sorry, I'm just saying, that was not a reaction of, I'm sad my son died. That was totally a reaction of, like, I'm sad I got caught, and now I'm getting arrested and called out for it.
You realize your son weighed 33 pounds, right? Not according to his doctors. Last time you brought him to a doctor was in 2020, Halifax Hospital. And according to the doctor in the emergency room, he was healthy.
You need me to do anything? You need me to tag anything?
Talia was charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child and aggravated child abuse after prosecutors alleged she physically abused and ultimately murdered her son.
Can you do the warrant, 707? Okay. Jason Wallace is on his way now to have it entered, so it should be entered within like 15 minutes. Okay.
Talia, what's that for? Huh?
If you look in there, it's another necklace.
Court records show the 43-year-old later pleaded no contest to the charges and was sentenced to 32 years behind bars.
Hold up. Let me look up what no contest means, because I know guilty and not guilty. What the hell is no contest? Let's see. What does it mean to plead no contest. Pleading no contest means a defense accepts conviction and punishment without formally admitting guilt. It is the same effect as a guilty plea resulting in a conviction, but cannot generally be used as a admission of guilt. Okay, so pleading no contest, she was pretty much like, I'm not going to plead guilty or no guilty because I'm not going to admit to being guilty, but I'll take the charges. That's what she did there. Sorry, I've just never heard that, so I was really confused. Which again tells me she knew what she was doing and this was on purpose. She didn't want to admit guilty because she doesn't want to admit it, but she understood there was no way she was getting out of it, so she was like, I don't contest the charges, just give them to me. Like, come on, bro. We both know you're going to arrest me. Just take me.
Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Subscribe now for easier access to the latest from law and crime.
Y'all, go like and subscribe. Go check them out. I'm going to link the original video down below.